They almost made Tate apologize, man. That's crazy. This is a 40-year-old man. They almost made him apologize. So we got to follow up to the whole Andrew Tate situation. For the people that haven't been paying attention, go check out my last video, bro. There was a crazy link up on social media with the lamest people on the internet. They were playing Kanye's Banned HH song. And now Andrew Tate was on a podcast and he basically sold everybody under a river, bro. Now we're gonna check out this video from Too Lazy to Try. Dude, this dude is hilarious because he just clowns all of these alpha males, and I do too. And that's why I want to watch it.
A Miami Beach nightclub catching heat, accused of celebrating.
Dude, he's so dumb. Like, why would you go to Miami? Like, Miami Beach is all, like, it's ran by Jews, bro.
Singing, and one of them is performing a Nazi salute. The mayor has this message.
Dumbass.
It's disgusting, it's shameful, and you are not welcome in Miami Beach.
I'm not here to make excuses for myself. I'm not here to say
This shit could really be in GTA. I'm not gonna lie. Rockstar Games, please tell me you guys are taking note of this. Please.
me. I'm not here to, you know, blame someone else. But it is kind of ridiculous. It does feel a bit unfair that I'm standing in a nightclub. A song comes on that I did not request. A song comes on that I do not dance to. I do not repeat the lyrics to.
He's acting like he's being held hostage.
I just think it's unfair how there's a song that I didn't choose to play.
And I didn't dance or anything. So why didn't you, if you felt like that was gonna be held against you, right? You were in that car. Why didn't you tell them, yo, next song, bro? Like, you're supposed to be Cobra Tate, a badass. I fought 36 men back to back to back, and I wasn't even tired. Where's your backbone at, bro?
Stand there, and then they want to attribute somehow the song playing to me and it all being my fault. I totally understand some people are offended by it. I get it. So I'm sorry to anybody who is offended. I'm sorry to anybody who's offended.
I don't want an apology. Nobody. I don't even think you should
I don't think this
apologize.
is a no. I don't think this is a podcast to bring you on to apologize.
Not at all.
Bro, they doing a PR cleanup for him. This shit crazy.
Guy just always finds himself in the middle of controversy, and you know his whole career now is him just trying to do damage control. I mean, he's even apologizing now, so he must be really freaking out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If this was Tate in, like, what, 2022, you know he wouldn't be apologizing, right? He would be standing on everything that he said, but I need this. He needs all the opportunities that he can get. His name doesn't hold the same weight anymore, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about Andrew Tate.
Over the recent backlash, because this is making him look really pathetic here. Like, he's doing whatever he can to distance himself from this lives part of with Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, in this.
Oh my god, bro. This is like a nightmare blunt rotation. The fuck is this link up, bro?
Maxer character, where they're playing Kanye's song Heil Hitler in a van on the way to the club. And then also they got the DJ at the club to play it.
Bro, if scaring the Huz was a person, bro. By the way, nobody in the club was dancing except for them. This is how you know money can't unlame you. It doesn't matter how much status or influence these guys get. They're always be cornballs. They're always going to be lame.
Now that he's getting a ton of backlash, he's doing whatever he can.
They would be horrified of me if I was in their presence. They wouldn't even dare talk shit. Bro, they would not approach you, bro.
Go back and apologize and try to play the victim. Like, somehow Tate is the victim in every situation. Like, all he does now is just go around on podcasts crying about how he can't catch a break and he's always being taken advantage of. Like, every appearance he makes on PBD, they have to do PR for him.
Oh my
they spend
god.
the first 40 minutes talking about this. Like, there's parents and they need to make sure he learns from his mistake, while also trying to put the blame on everyone else and throw them under the bus and vindicate.
40 minutes, bro. It does not need a 40-minute response, bro. Tristan Tate. Everybody on the bus saw @Sneeko take the phone from Justin Waller's hand, turn off the country music, and put on HH. I normally wouldn't tell on him, but it was live streamed at 50,000 people in HD. Putting people with far more to lose in compromising situations for clicks isn't a cool thing to do. If he were under 1% of the gunfire Andrew and I were, I wouldn't have done that to him. So why didn't you tell him to turn that shit off to his face? Aren't you an alpha male? If you're a 1% high status guy with all this shit to lose, why didn't you say that to his face? Like, bro, I got way too much shit to lose for you sitting here playing around and doing this dumb shit, bro.
Tate, I mean, you could sense the
Straight
desperation
cat, they
here.
lying,
It's
bro.
funny, they seem more worried about this than Tate being an alleged human trafficker.
Nah,
I mean,
dead
there are
ass.
parts of this where it felt like an intervention, and all the comments are like, what is going on here? And Tate's simps are kind of pissed at me because they felt like this was
Saying Tristan is done with them after seeing him dance to the song is a lie. Come on. I can't believe I just watched the big bad Andrew Tate fold like this, bro. He's in a generational aura loss, bro. Damn. First you got Chase Demore, now you got this.
Ambush, and Tate was put on the spot, and they made him look bad.
Oh my God. You know it's bad when the... You know it's bad when the dick riding pages are getting mad. Bro, this page was dick riding him more for getting knocked out by Chase Demore than this. Can't believe Tate really let two bitch-ass clowns fold him on camera. Shake my head. They set Tate up. How do you set him up? He said everything himself. They almost made Tate apologize. Man, that's crazy. This is a 40-year-old man. They almost made him apologize. Wow, bro. He's just victim in every situation that he's in. Like, was it a fucked up song? Of course. But it's a song. You could have just said skip that shit.
Because it did kind of feel like a humiliation ritual, but they also are just trying to help him do PR. Like, the first thing Tate did when he started getting backlash was call PBD's co-host, Adam Sosnick, who's Jewish, and Adam spent all day helping them come up with a plan on how to handle this, and he even called the mayor of Miami to defend Tate.
Oh my God.
Online or in the Jewish community.
You know he probably put them on a call, and Tate was apologizing behind the scenes. He had to have been.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It was Sneeko. He put me up to this. I'm not from Miami. I'm from Romania. I was just here to have a good old time with my mates. I didn't even know that he was going to be there.
That ass, bro. We always say women versus accountability. The Tates are worse with accountability, bro. They did not take it out shred.
The song was on for 10 seconds.
So Tristan and Andrew were freaking out about this, and they all went running to Adam, who's just insufferable. This guy's the worst. People can't stand him. Most of the comments on PBD shows are just him, but I guess he's got a lot of connections, and he always goes to bat for Tate for some reason. It's funny. He's always complaining about anti-Semitism, but always defends Andrew and Tristan Tate, who of course now are like, well, we had nothing to do with that. I can't believe they would play that song. I don't even...
Bro, they didn't want to lose on those Jew connects, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Jews, yo, those are good connections to have, bro. Jew lawyers, business people, bro. They probably missed out on bro, if you get blackballed by the Jewish community, you're losing out on a lot of money, bro.
Know about that song, but when it first came out, Tate posted a video.
Yeah, he was farming it in his Bugatti.
Him driving around listening.
He was in his
to
Bugatti.
And last year, he said we should bring the Nazi salute back.
You know, I'm kind of thinking we should bring the Nazi salute back.
Digital footprint is a motherfucker, bro.
Because the people we've been arguing with for the last 4 years have no interest in objective truth.
What,
So
the people that you've been arguing with? You mean the Jewish community? You see what I'm saying? If this was him like a few years ago, he wouldn't give a fuck. But he needs them.
Hilarious now seeing Tate be like, we were really uncomfortable with that song being played and everybody's behavior. That was too far.
How was that an objective truth?
And now they have this high moral standard, which obviously they're just pretending they do because they're trying to save their own ass. But it's just insulting to people's intelligence. Like, PBD talks about how uncomfortable Tristan and Andrew looked during the stream. But Tristan was literally singing the lyrics and looked like he was having a great time.
Right, he was turning up with them.
I mean, they definitely didn't seem to care at all until they got back.
Dude, I told you, bro. All these edgy people, they're not friends because they want to be friends. They knew what it was when they all came together. They knew it was going to go viral, right? But they don't have any allegiance to each other. The moment that they're no longer a benefit, then they cut them off and they, you know what I mean? They turn on each other. That's how it is. None of these people actually have loyalty to each other. They just can't be around anybody else. Nobody else is willing to touch these people with a 10-foot pole.
Also, if they had a problem with it, why not tell them not to play it or turn it off or just leave?
Right.
Like, these are supposed to be the big bad alpha males that are always in control of their environment. But now we're expected to believe that they were like peer pressured and too scared to say anything. Like, these people are so pathetic.
When I watched the video, Andrew, with you and them, Tristan looks extremely uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay?
Cap.
And the way you were smiling, because I saw a lot of next to me. You know, you and I communicate, we have conversations together. You looked extremely uncomfortable as well. You're smiling, but you're not, you know already what's going to happen. It was almost a look where I said, Tate knows what's about to happen next.
Yeah, the shock value really isn't worth it to me. I mean, I've said some shocking things, and people will believe my
How you
brand
feel about that snow? That shit's not gonna hit me at all.
is built on shock value, but I think they're at least shocking opinions. I like to think that I'm sitting there saying, this is my opinion. You may find it shocking, but this is what I truly believe.
So I guess Tate truly believes we should bring back the Nazi salute since he doesn't say anything for shock value. I mean, it's so funny seeing these guys try to bullshit everyone. Like, another move Tate always does is he'll be like, listen, I don't make
they're not even good. They're not even good liars.
excuses. I don't want to blame anybody else, but I could if I wanted to. Then makes a bunch of excuses and blames everybody else. So it looks like the plan him and the PBD crew came up with, because they obviously talked about this beforehand, was to convince
Damn, you're in the epicenter. Wait, 6'7's, where you at, bro?
everybody that the Tates were really uncomfortable and it was all Sneako's fault. He played the song and he's the one that
Oh my god, bro. This is like, they're like over here ratting on each other. It wasn't me. It was Sneako. He did it all. I didn't do anything. I was just in the car. I swear. Yeah, I was bobbing my head, but like, oh my god, yo, these guys are crazy. You just basically snitched on them, man. North Carolina? Oh, you were Jimmy.
should really be blamed here. So they try to throw him under the bus. which
Imagine
again is
folding
so
under zero pressure.
embarrassing because these people claim to be all about loyalty and camaraderie, but then as soon as shit hits the fan, Tate's like, it wasn't me, it was all his fault, I had nothing to do with it.
I'm not here to make excuses for myself. I'm not here to say it wasn't me. I'm not here to, blame someone else.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they just named the one person that they probably don't give a fuck about collaborating with. Because think about it. What real benefit does Andrew have to actually collaborate with Sneako? None. Clavicular, it makes sense. He's like the next one up. He's buzzing right now. He's relevant. You feel me? He's constantly going viral. It makes sense. Nick Fuentes, he's trying to be like the new Charlie Kirk. He's got a diehard fan base. And you know Andrew Tate be grifting, so that's a good person to be around if you want to soak up his audience. Sneako, there is no benefit for them to be together. If anything, Sneako fit his whole formula. He copied what he did with the clips. He copied his entire alpha male personality. Andrew Tate became Muslim. Sneako became Muslim right afterwards. He did everything that Andrew Tate did. He was like his son, And you realized that from this moment, it just exposed that Sneako always wanted to be Andrew Tate. He was like, oh, you're not G anymore. Give me that name. I'm the new top G. He always wanted to be him.
I should. Maybe most people in my position would say, Sneako's insulted me a whole bunch
Yeah, he always despised Charlie Kirk.
of times. I didn't even
That
want
shit's
him
crazy.
there. He got invited by the other guys. He put the song on. He got me in trouble. Perhaps I should sit here and just blame some other dude. And he came along.
If you didn't want him there, then why would you go out with him? That doesn't even make sense.
And he made a fucking mess. And I could sit here and blame it all on him. But that's truthfully not, I don't know, that just feels wrong to me. I'm not going to sit here and say who else it was. I'm just going to say I didn't do it. I'm just going to say that I didn't play the song. I don't find the song funny. I didn't think it was appropriate to do.
But I think Sneako played this.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
On everything, and it's ridiculous. And I think in that sense, too, Andrew.
Bro, who is this guy? Why does he give a fuck? Like, what is this guy? Why do we give a fuck about what you have to say, bro? Like, why are you? Well, it appears to me that he's playing the song. Like, okay, bro.
That Sneako played the song.
On everything, and it's ridiculous. And I think in that sense, too, Andrew, they use you, which I know you're upset. You have to be. They use you to play that song to be like, look who's.
They used you? No, what do you mean they used you? They just went on Ox and played the song. He's making it seem like they're just these big bad villains and Tate was just this helpless little boy. And if he spoke up, then his whole life would be in shambles. Like, they're treating him like such a victim. This is a grown-ass man. If you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, tell him drop you off. Who gives a fuck?
And you're right. I saw you. You walked right out, and even in the nightclub, you were kind of like, whatever. But I would be even more livid because coming from a guy that has a Jewish father, brings you in, plays the Hitler song, and then you're the only guy that's going to catch real flack for it.
Yeah, I think.
And I don't know what the hell.
They all caught flack for it. Everybody got cooked. Everybody got banned.
Vinny's talking about. Everybody involved is getting a lot of shit for this. I think Sneeko is banned from like every club and restaurant in Miami, and I don't think their plan was to set Tate up.
And this is why being edgy isn't worth it. Like, what are you achieving by playing this song? Like, what is your end goal? To just spread a bunch of hatred? Because all that shit is gonna do is just leave you ostracized. Nobody's gonna want to be around you. I don't get it. I really don't get it, bro.
And play the song so he get in trouble either.
It's good, Big Jesse.
Everyone acts like Tate just can't catch a break. He's always getting taken advantage of and being victimized. I don't know how he's the top alpha male, but then also at the same time, everybody's infantilizing him constantly.
Right.
So PBD and his crew are just so desperate to help Tate save face for some reason. Maybe because they're worried it could reflect badly on them too. Like, the mayor of Miami is not fucking around with this shit. Like, earlier that day, they literally sent law enforcement to a lady's house who made a Facebook post making fun of him for being a Zionist.
What? The Miami Beach mayor's office is now flagging citizens' Facebook posts and sending police to their doors to intimidate them for criticizing the mayor.
Of course, the free speech
What?
is not talking about that at all, but that's pretty wild. Then also, I guess he personally called Sneeko and told him if he doesn't apologize, he's not welcome in Miami. So that's probably why Tate apologized.
The mayor called me up today and he said, if you want to be welcome in Miami again, if you don't want to go be in the cold New York all the time, you got to apologize. He said you need to apologize if you want to still enjoy Miami, if you want to be welcome in Miami. You think this is easy? You think, how many people you think are to be able to take this heat? Obviously not.
Why is he making everything hard on himself, though? Like, my thing is this, bro, just apologize. Like, he's Jewish. You're playing Hail Hitler. Obviously, they're going to feel some type of way, bro. Just apologize. Hey, bro, my fault, man. I fucked up. I shouldn't have been playing that. Boom. He can't take no accountability. Like, you make it. Bro, it's like, what point are you trying to make by doing this? Oh, we're just being controlled. Like, these guys, bro, they played this song like 2 or 3 times over, right? You have Myron Gaines saying, Jews mad. Y'all are doing Nazi salutes, right? And Jewish people feel some type of way about that. They don't want your business. They don't want to have anything to do with you, right? And you're in an area that has a pretty dense Jewish population, and you're mad about that? Dude, just apologize. Like, literally, who cares?
Not. Top G couldn't. But I thought we're supposed to escape the Matrix.
What?
Because I know I didn't do anything wrong.
And
What?
Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, that Looks Maxter guy, and Myron all doubled down. Like, Nick went off on the mayor, and Myron, of course, acted like a lunatic. This dude is unreal. And it's funny, because Tate is like, I'm uncomfortable with the anti-Semitic behavior, but him and Myron are best friends, and this was Myron's response to the backlash.
40 years old.
And the Jew
40
mayor of
years
the city
old,
puts
man.
out a statement. And the
It don't get any more than that, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Jew mayor of the city puts out a statement. Hey, my ancestors died in the Holocaust. That's not funny. You're glorifying Hitler.
Mind you, if you went to a white town, right? If a minority went to a white town and disrespected white people, he would be all over their ass. See, this is the problem with non-whites. They come up in our white civilization and they just fuck everything up. This is why we need to protect our neighborhoods. This is why we can't let them in. If you see somebody that's not white and it's a black person, you need to walk the other way. You can't interact with them. You can't take the risk. It's funny. They engage in the same shit that they're calling them out for. Like, he literally said, if you see a black person, turn the other way. Don't even interact with them. Dude, these guys swear. Like, what are you talking about? I swear.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck your tiny hat. Fuck Israel. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is America. We have a First Amendment. Shut up. The song...
Yeah, and he's implementing his First Amendment to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Doesn't care about
Is he Jewish? I would be rich. What the fuck?
Feelings.
So you could tell
I
PBD and
wish.
his crew definitely want Tate to cut these people off. That's why Vinny was acting like...
Yeah, he won't even leave his house. It's easy to tell somebody, shut the fuck up. He's on a no-fly list and all this shit, bro.
Was set up and betrayed by them. And also PBD was trying to tell him that he needs to stop putting himself in positions like this. And Adam called his crew the Nazi Avengers. But Tate still defended Myron. He also did his podcast after all the backlash. And he said they're still friends. And he said he doesn't think anybody in that crew is anti-Semitic.
Bro, Myron is 40. What do you mean a kid? That's a grown-ass man.
No, they're all in their 20s, and Myron's like 40. And also at the same time, Tate is like, this is a group of grown men. They made their own decisions, and I had nothing to do with it.
But when you show up to a club with the Nazi...
You had nothing to do with it. You were there in person. You're there in person. You quite literally had everything to do with it. What?
Avengers, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, Sneeko, you're going to get looped into this, and whose head's going to roll first? Well, not some cloud kid nobody's heard of. Andrew Tate, you're the leader.
But if I'm totally honest with you, I don't think any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely, and I don't think that any of them really thought it through. Honestly, I think they're just kids. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. They need a reaction. They want likes, and they did some fucking dumb shit. Full-grown men.
Yo, what's good, Crow? I don't know what's going on with the noties no more, bro.
Men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub.
Men made decisions while I was sitting on my phone. So you were a helpless little bitch? Oh my god, I just sat there. I had no say in what they were going on, what they had going on. If I would have said anything, they would have beat the feet. Like, bro, you're an alpha male? Like, where's your balls, bro?
Other people played songs while I sat on my phone. If they want to crucify me for that, that's up to them.
He's acting like it's a gun to the side of his head. Like, if you're not a hostage, bro. Yo, he acted like he was in the car with the cartel or some shit. One wrong move and they would have beheaded him. Like, what?
Myron made the Nazi salute because he thought it was funny. That's Myron to come here and defend.
Of course.
It's not for me to sit here and come here and defend. Myron is someone I know and I respect and I like. Even if he did something that offended me, even if I found that offensive, I would still say, oh, okay, well, I like Myron. The question is, could I have stopped it? Well, no, because I didn't even know they were doing it. What I could do is when they put it on
you see how he was talking about Sneeko versus how he's talking about Myron? He knows that he wants to keep Myron around because Myron provides some type of value to him. Sneeko, that's why he's quick to throw his name.
Is leave the car.
I think you could have stopped it. I think you could have stopped it.
How?
I think you could easily stopped it.
How?
First of all,
play the clip of when it comes on in the car and I leave the car. What else am I supposed to do?
Tell them to turn it off. Bro, you got it. You over how? You got all this pushback for him, but you don't have pushback for when you were in that moment.
I'll tell you what I would do. For instance, you guys go out. Do you think if you invite me, I'm coming out?
If I invite you, will you come out?
Do you think if you guys go to a nightclub and the two of you guys invite me, am I coming out?
You probably not.
Why would I not come out?
Because I guess you don't enjoy going to nightclub.
So behind the scenes, these guys are all probably telling Tate he needs to cut these people off. And are like,
right, he probably got PTSD, bro. Chase Damore changed Andrew Tate. He forgot. He realized he's helpless.
You please behave yourself. Like, Tate is always getting caught up in shit. Like, last time he came to America, he did PBcast. Then just a week after, his girlfriend filed a lawsuit against him and accused him of assaulting her.
What? How did I not know about this? What the fuck? Nah, that shit is crazy, bro. That podcast looks like they're trying to cosplay as GTA characters. Didn't I just say that? That gave me the same vibe. PB, like he'd sell you a fake Rolex at double the price. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, these people got no loyalty, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they're not loyal to each other at all, bro.